Welcome to magical Puglia. In this video, a real room tour of a Trullo house, hacks on how to save on tickets to Zoo Safari, and a walk through a completely empty Alberobello. Why are there almost no tourists here in April? And how much did this fairy tale cost for 5 of us?
Hi everyone, I'm Lena and we're in Puglia. We've been living in Rome for over 16 years, but Puglia is my absolute favorite Italian region. Today we're stepping into a real fairy tale. We'll stay in a Trullo house in Alberobello, see the dazzling white Locorotondo, and go on a real safari to see wild animals in Fasano. Andiamo!
Here we are. Let's start this video with a room tour. I know many of you love them. We just arrived, and before the kids manage to wreck everything, and they can, I'll quickly show you our apartment. Look, here we have a large living room combined with a kitchen. And of course, the bathroom. This is the new part of the house. Everything here is modern and convenient, but the most interesting part is further on. Look at these 2 bedrooms, which are located inside real Trulli. Notice these cone-shaped roofs. From the inside, it really feels like you're spending the night in some kind of gnome's house or a magical cave. A bit later, I'll tell you where these strange houses came from, but for now we need to unpack our bags and settle in. By the way, our house is not just a standalone rental. We're staying in a stunning bed and breakfast that consists of several of these Trulli. Look at the grounds here! Huge space, all covered in greenery. For kids, it's just a dream. They especially loved the local cats. There's a whole gang of them here. And the goldfish pond. It seems our vacation has started perfectly. By the way, about the prices, I know you're curious. For this apartment for 5 people for 5 days, we paid only 1,100 euros. In Puglia, prices for everything are generally much more reasonable than in Rome or northern Italy. You have to agree, for a place like this, the price is excellent. And now we're heading out for an evening stroll through magical Alberobello. When the lights turn on, the town completely transforms into a movie set. But do you know why these houses look exactly like this? Their history is almost like a detective story. Truly were built using dry stone masonry. That means absolutely no mortar. And it was all because of taxes. In the 15th century, the local count didn't want to pay the king for new settlements. He ordered the houses to be built so they could be demolished in 1 minute before the tax inspectors arrived. You pull out the keystone in the roof and the house turns into a pile of stones. No house, no tax. Take a close look at the roofs. See those mysterious white symbols? Each has its own meaning, from zodiac signs to magical and religious charms. And the pinnacles on top are like the signature of the master builder. They're all different too. Alberobello is an absolute tourist magnet, and now you understand why. This kind of architecture doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. By the way, Trulli are not unique to this town. They are scattered all over the Itria Valley, Valle d'Itria. You can spot them right in the fields among olive groves. But here in Alberobello is where you find their highest concentration, a whole monument town. Since 1996, this entire wonder has been on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Building new Trulli is strictly forbidden. you can only carefully restore the old ones, preserving every single detail. But I want to share an observation with you. It's late April now, and honestly, in my opinion, the season here hasn't really started yet. I remember Alberobello being completely different. We were here many years ago, before the kids were born, in August, and it was a real celebration of life. Crowds of people, music, shops open late into the night, and at every turn you were offered tastings of local liqueurs: lemon, mandarin, almond. Today, it's unusually quiet here. There are almost no tourists. Most of the shops are closed, and you don't feel that carnival atmosphere. Keep this in mind when planning a trip in spring. If you want peace and empty streets for photos, this is the perfect time. But if you're looking for that bustling Italian vibe, you might not get enough of it in April. Personally, I was a bit surprised and even disappointed by this emptiness. After a walk like that in the fresh Puglian air, it's the perfect time to grab a bite. We went to a restaurant right in the center that a friend recommended to me. Her husband is originally from Puglia, so it would have been a crime not to take their advice. And just look at this beauty. The restaurant itself is also inside a huge Trullo. It feels like you're dining in a cozy, magical cave. Since we had a late lunch today, we decided not to get pasta and ordered a set of local appetizers, antipasti pugliese. But the kids stayed true to themselves. Their favorites are pizza and French fries. But look, even a regular pizza looks special here. And what's dinner without a glass of good wine? Today, we're trying the local white Locorotondo. It's light, refreshing, and perfect for this evening. By the way, the name of the wine is no coincidence. This very town, Locorotondo, where our wine comes from, will be the next stop on our route. Tomorrow we'll head there to see its dazzling white streets in daylight. Don't go away. Welcome to Locorotondo. This town is called one of the most beautiful in Italy. The name itself translates as round place. If you look from above, it really is perfectly round. The terrace of the town park offers probably the best view of the valley, with its olive groves and scattered trulli. Locorotondo is famous for its dazzling whiteness and the unusual roofs of its houses, which are called commerce here. They are sharp and high, not at all like the ones in Alberobello. It's the perfect place for those looking for peace and aesthetic shots for social media. But to be honest, the town is so tiny that it took us literally 30 minutes to see it. And frankly, it didn't impress us that much. So we decided to head back quickly to our cozy Alberobello to have lunch at a local restaurant and relax in our gnome house. Because tomorrow something really exciting awaits us, especially for the kids. Good morning. Today we have some real adrenaline on the agenda. We've arrived at Zoo Safari in Fasano. At the entrance, we buy carrots to feed the animals and drive in. And right away, here's an important hack on how not to overpay at the entrance. Look, at the ticket counter, they default to offering you only full tickets for €35 per adult and $27 per child. These include everything, the safari itself and the walking area with cages and rides. but you have to ask separately for the ticket that only includes the Zoo Safari. The cashiers themselves won't mention it. We didn't want to get out of the car and walk at all, so we went with the budget option. That ticket costs 25 euros per person. Our youngest, Aurora, goes free. So we paid exactly 100 euros for the four of us, which you have to admit is still quite a lot. There's an incredible number of animals here, but the real thrill comes from the ones that stick their heads right into your car to get a treat. It's incredibly funny. The boys were just dying of laughter, but Kostya and I got our share of excitement too. We drove past elephants, hippos, rhinos, and other animals. By the way, you can't keep your windows open everywhere. There are zones with dangerous predators. There, the strict rule is, windows must be rolled all the way up. But the main stars are, of course, the giraffes. They are just huge. True, they drooled all over the inside of our car, but it was totally worth it. The only one who didn't appreciate this adventure at all was our Aurora. She got really scared. She kept asking to close the windows, cried, and in the end, she just covered herself with a blanket and hid so she wouldn't see anything. Out of this whole huge safari, Aurora only liked the monkeys. She thought they were cute and not scary at all. Kid logic for you. This was incredible. We're here for the third time, but every time this place brings new emotions. We spent about an hour in the car, but it flew by like 5 minutes. If you're in Puglia with kids, this place is an absolute must visit. You'll have enough memories to last a year.
So, which part did you like best? The cozy streets of Alberobello or meeting giraffes and tigers on the safari? Let us know in the comments. And in the next video, Matera awaits us, a city carved into the rocks. Don't forget to subscribe and ciao a tutti!